Hi guys. My name is August. I'm a zine maker. So oh gosh. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, I'm accepting the fact that this is my first video. And so the voiceover I've just accepted is gonna be bad. Everybody just has to accept that it's bad. But yeah, so this is me folding up my little zine. I love zines. I discovered zines from I think her name is Jordan Clark, her YouTube. Back in the olden days of 7 years ago or something. I don't know how old that video is, but like right after that was posted. And then I would make them for my friends. For like Christmases and birthdays and stuff like that. And then eventually I just started doing my own little thing, finding out more about zines through like the internet. I love Bratty X Bree. Yes. I mean, everybody knows Bree's channel, so like obviously. And I actually took a zine class for my last semester at university before I dropped out. That's a little bit of lore, some channel lore for all the OGs out there. Okay, this is so silly. Okay, so I'm drawing a little like self-portrait right there, and then I make these little shirts sometimes because I have this idea in my head. I have all these like letter stamps, and so I'm gonna eventually make like shirts, like badass like shirts. And so I do sketches of them sometimes. This one says I heart rodents. I made another one that was like don't talk to me before I've had my morning pages. Just, silly awesome things like that. But yeah, so I'm a zine maker. I'm an artist. I used to do like a lot of poetry too, but I don't like I just haven't had any opportunities to perform recently, but it is what it is. But I'm an acrylic painter, an acrylic planter, an acrylic painter too. I do like really big like abstract stuff, and I also like doing still lives. Yeah, so I'm just yapping. There are like multiple points in this video that I had to cut out where I was just like sneezing, and it was so like awful. This video is an adventure. Listen, guys, we're pushing through. I'm providing you with content, and you just have to like it. I'm sorry to say. But yeah, there's me cutting off all my edges. I have been burned before and cut open my zine and then had like little mental breakdowns over it and then like taped it back together and I got mad. But not this time. Although I do forget to cut some edges at the end later. So, you know how it is. I'm drawing little stars. And then I'm about to break out my pastels. There they are. I fell in love with pastels when I was in high school, and then I went to college and then just like forgot that I liked art. Even though like for my first when I first got accepted into college, it was for art, and then I I changed my major to English, and then I just like forgot that I liked art. I just stopped doing it. And so I had these like oil pastels I have from high school, and so I've been trying to use them a lot more now that I'm no longer in college, and so I can actually like art in my hobbies in my life now. Yeah, so yeah. I don't have much to say. Yeah. I'm really just yapping. I got my Sharpie out. I heart my Sharpie. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. I was also thinking, oh, here we go. We can brainstorm some t-shirt ideas. The other day I was thinking, don't talk to me unless Uh, unless, wait, I forget what it was. That's awesome. No, I had another one that was, I break for squirrels, but like on a shirt, so it doesn't really make any like sense, which I just kind of find charming. And I was gonna have another one that was text me if you have a guinea pig, a dog, or a cat, but only if you'll let me see them, and if not, just leave me alone, which is just like just like really long bullshit sentences that don't really make any sense. I just think it's so funny. Just like walking into a room with the most specific shirt, like handmade like shirt, and it just says something so stupid. Like that's so dumb. Oh, I'm busting out my Sesame Street book. So I feel kind of ashamed about this. I got this from a thrift store in Philly, Thunderbird, and they had like most of the collection, and I just picked two, and then I used them for zines. And like I should have left that for somebody else who was gonna use it, but I didn't, because I didn't really think about it. But you know, it's also being put to good use, because I too am a Muppet just lover. So you know, I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about it. I don't feel great, but I don't. Yeah, but you know, here's this picture of Big Bird looking really upset. It's from, he has like a bunch of stuff where he like reads his little fairy tales to kids, and this is from one of them. I forget what happened. I forget what happened to Big Bird to make him so upset. But I just thought it was kind of funny. Yeah. Let's talk about more t-shirt ideas. I got a little distracted watching my little speed draw over here. This is really silly. This is really fun. This is a funny way to spend my time. But you know, we all do what we gotta do. I just thought like it's so much fun to watch like a little zine be made, and here's like my artist commentary. So if you really think about it, it's kind of like awesome. Like this is the artist's voice. Oh yeah, this is from when I lived in Philly. I would just collect all my bags, and so I have just like an atrocious amount of like just like this brown paper, to the point that like when I put it in my zines, I kind of feel like I'm being trite, but it's just like brown paper. So I decided to accept it, but I thought it would be a little bit more fun with the like please recycle part, and I was gonna make that like a part of the page, but then I just like kind of forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but it just kind of like got away from me, and I was just like, I don't know how to incorporate this and make it look awesome. But I guess I never really explained what a zong is. So a zong is a zine but bad. I made a zine that was about like what did I call it? It was how to make a zong, a manifesto, because I just think it's one of the best things that I ever started doing. It's basically you just fold up your little paper, and then you just kind of go crazy. You just bring all your materials right next to you, and you just don't really think about quality at all, and you just make it. And it's like, if you're making something, there's gonna be like, if you fulfill the destiny, that doesn't ignore that what I just said, but if you like fulfill the promise and finish it, it has quality to it, because it's like a finished book. Like that's awesome. Like zines don't have to be like perfect, and so I think calling it a zong from the get-go, and like not being super tied to quality in the first place, I'll probably do a video about this later, because I feel so important about zongs. Like I love zongs, but going in without any expectation of quality is like, it makes it way easier to approach doing art and just doing like whatever you want, like free your inhibitions. Like she was right, feel the rain on your skin. Yeah, so like I just think it. And so whenever I sit down to make a zine, I make a song first, and even if that's the only thing I do that day and it's just like the only like art thing I do, I'd feel accomplished because like I've got like this cool little book now, which is awesome. This is me deciding I cut out so much time of me just staring at this big bird and like moving the paper back and forth and moving Big Bird back and forth. Like it went on for like a long time, and that was speed up by 2. Like I must have been doing that for like 20 minutes. It was crazy. Like I was ignoring my thesis about songs, and this is what happens when you don't accept the process, when you don't accept your destiny of finishing a song, is you stare at Big Bird and a fucking CVS bag for like 20 minutes. That's no way to live. You just gotta go. Yeah, and so then I grabbed my low color pencils and I was going at it. You'll see me like start to like color on the brown paper, and I just didn't like it at all, and so I was like, I wish I hadn't done this at all. And I was like, now I have to cover it up and I have to figure out something to do so that I like this again, because I don't like it. The zine I made yesterday, the song I made yesterday had a little bit of that on the third like open page, and like it had the same vibe. I felt like it was starting to take on the same vibe. There it was. I was like, no, this is so ugly, I don't like this at all, what the hell. And I didn't really like how that page turned out on the last one, but like I don't know, that has its time and its place. And so I have these stickers from my dead grandma. They're like glitter stickers, like letter stickers, and so I just spelled out loser next to it, and I felt a little bit bad because it felt a little bit like I was calling Big Bird a loser, but I don't think that Big Bird is a loser. It was just like how I was feeling. I just kind of, when I make the songs, I usually I really like writing things and like having like little like things. So like when I make my songs, when I first started doing them, my brother like came up with it, and we would do like, this was still while I was in Philly, we would do like zong parties. And we would do like we would do it all the time. We called it craft time, and we would make zongs sometimes, and it was so much fun. But like my brother really likes doing like listening and just writing down everything that he hears, and so I'll just write like little, and I like that. Is basically what I'm trying to say here. And so I just like to write like little phrases and like words that get stuck in my head, and I just think it adds some personality. Yeah, so I hope you guys are liking this like very good voiceover I'm doing. I feel like it's I don't know. I'm doing my best here, guys. I'm living, I'm learning. I'm just having funsies. I think here's the thing, is that when you're just starting out on the YouTube, you can just kind of do whatever you want because people aren't going to be watching for a little while, so it doesn't really matter. And plus, what I really want to do is just like share my art and see like and meet other people that like really like zines and stuff like that, because you know it's I was living in Philly, and Philly has like a pretty big zine community already, and I had like a bunch of friends and like artist friends and whatever, but when you lose proximity, things get a little wonky. And so I just wanted, I don't know, a way to connect with other zine makers, because I think zines are so fun and so cool, and I think people who make them are very fun and cool. um I went to I went to the Philly Zine Fest. I met so many cool people. um I traded a bunch of zines. I'll probably show off some of the my zine collection at some point, because I've got like a wall of zines. So this is pretty cool. I went to a like thrift bookstore, like a used bookstore that's in like a town over or whatever. So it was like a 30-minute drive, which is whatever. But I got this book that's like ballet like exercises or stuff. I don't know. But I liked it because of all the pictures in it. I was looking for the book with the most pictures of people. So I could use it for like reference stuff. And so I just did like a little drawing from reference, and then I'll also pop out my book that I got from, I think, More Books in Philly, I want to say, which is another like used bookstore, which is just so cool. So if you're ever in Philadelphia, I highly recommend. It's over this is so specific, but it's on Bainbridge, and it's so cute. Love it very much. I go there every time I go back. And when I was living there, I was going all the time. It's one of those places that just kind of like, it feels like Narnia. So I did this, and then but yeah, what I was saying is I'll pop out a book that I got from there, which is a bunch of photos from paintings and stuff from the Louvre. Here it is. You could see Mona Lisa. You know it's true. And so I opened to this page, and I did another drawing from that. I chose this little kid on the left. It's also like, I don't know anything about this painting, but I just like, I don't know. I just picked it because it was the first page that I flipped to, but it was weird. But anyway, yeah. And so then I'll do another statue that after this boy, after this kid. Yeah, so I'll do a statue. I think it's a Greek statue. I'm not sure. You can see how much I paid attention in art history. We don't have to talk about it. Yeah. So I thought this would be cool. I was gonna, when I first bought this book, I was gonna use it to like cut stuff out for zines, because I also do that a lot. I get like I like to get like photos or like classic paintings or like whatever, and like cut out little bits and pieces and doing like collage stuff. I think it's so fun. But recently I've been really wanting to like improve my art, like very like study and stuff like that. And so I thought I would keep it so I could like do reference drawings and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll probably eventually like cut it up and whatever. Like I bought it for like $5, I think. Same thing with the ballet book, which, yeah, I don't know, it's fun. I like collage stuff. I'm a little unsure about like copyright, trademark, question mark, because I've used books that are like more recent, and I think in my other zine, or maybe this one, I don't remember, but I have pictures from like magazines and stuff, and I'm sure it's fine, but I just, I was wondering about it. But yeah, so I did this drawing. I did a little sketch of that guy with the helmet on the far right. Yeah, I'll go close the book. Bye. I had so much. Oh my god. Wait, I gotta cut that out. That's so much. Well, now we're done recording to it, so now it's not. That was just still. Whatever. Yeah. So anyway, I'm coloring all this in, with yellow. I thought it would make the drawings a little bit, like, more cohesive, I guess, because I like a lot of color. I think it's fun. And then at actually the same place that I found the Sesame Street book, I found a typewriter, and so I, not to flex, but I'm a zine maker with a typewriter, which is like actually a flex. These are some Mary Cassatt paintings that I have like postcards for. I don't actually use any of those, but I thought they were fun and pretty, so I kept the footage. But anyway, we know what that is. We love it. Just gonna glue that down. I don't know, I just really like the pink of it. And I like how you can really see through them, and so I use those a lot in my zines. Or my zongs, usually. So yeah, this is what I use for my typewriter. It's some offshoots from a different zine I made. And I just cut out this little line. It says, what does it say? Follow the rabbit hole. It says follow the rabbit hole, which you could probably, actually, I won't assume. I don't know if you can read it, but I can say it for you. And so I glued that down. I thought it was just fun because they're all like facing the same direction, and it's like, I don't know, I just got a little inspired. I thought it was like slayful. I'm so sorry for saying that. I just think slayful is very funny. Yeah, so I'm messing around. Big Bird's tail was not wanting to cooperate, and it was a bit bummer. Big Bird. Speaking of, I watched the original Muppet movie recently, and I love Big Bird scene in that so bad. I love it so bad. Also, okay. I love the Muppets so much. I have so much to say about the Muppets. I think about the Muppets all the time. They are the loves of my life, actually. I don't know why I said whatever. But I posted on Letterboxd when I was watching the Muppet Christmas Carol this year. It was like, when you're autistic, you get extra cameos in the Muppet movies, because that's truly how it feels. Because like Sprocket shows up in the Muppet Christmas Carol, like, but it's just this puppet, but to me that's Sprocket. And so like there's another like anything Muppet that's in Christmas Carol, and then if you know, Elmo is in like the first season of Muppet Show. I also don't know why I'm saying if you know so many times in this. I never say that in real life. That's it. I don't know. But yeah, so to me, that's just, I know they're just Muppets, but to me that's like a character. Like Sprocket is in a Muppet Christmas Carol. Sprocket is an actor. Anyway. I'm going crazy. Yeah, so that's a picture of a brown bear. I love bears. I cut out a bunch of pictures of bears from a magazine, and so this zine and the last zine and definitely the next zine all have bears. I haven't made the next zine, but I love bears, and I've got a bunch of pictures of bears now. I was originally just gonna do a bear zine, but I felt like, so at one point I made a Gerard Way zine, and it's just all pictures of him. and it's pretty awesome. It's one of my favorite zines I've ever made. But I was gonna do that with the bears, but then I just thought, like, spread the love, you know. I just felt like the bears could be better utilized, like ruling the what the fuck, what am I saying? The bears would be better utilized in more paintings, zines. I'm getting discombobulated. I went into this I was just like staring at my voice going up and down under recording, and like, I'm not great at recording, I guess. But you know what, we're having fun. I'm having fun here. So, you know, people look for authenticity. This is where you find it. This is what authenticity brings you. I'm a bitch on mushrooms. They're getting rained on, and a worm is saying, "Oh dear," on top of a bear. I just thought it was a fun and cute scene. The only upsetting thing about this is I wish I had drawn the mushrooms before I put the worm down, because then I could have covered the bear with a mushroom, and then the bear wouldn't be being rained on. But unfortunately, I did this the wrong way around, and I just have to accept that. But luckily, I have accepted that because it's a song, and I knew going in it was going to be bad. But I know for the next time, if I ever want to draw a bear being rained on and there's mushrooms, then I have to draw the mushrooms first. So this is how we learn from our mistakes. So learn from me when you're making your next song. Well, no, not when you're making your song, but when you're making your zine. When you're making your song, don't learn anything from me. Learn from you by doing it. This video is so funny because I will eventually make a song video. I love songs. Actually, you know what? This recording is really song. Actually, TBH, because it's like, we're just doing what we love. We're just doing what we love here, and that's zines, that song. That's just yapping. It's just yap o'clock. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Nobody's watching this, which is awesome. Yeah, and so I'm just drawing some. I've got my pastels back out, drawing some rain. It's awesome. Get the oh dear in there. Yup. Yeah, I spent like a lot of time in this one with just like my hands doing like perfectly still while I'm just like staring, and I don't know why I did that, because it made it so upsetting to have to edit, because it's just like, if you take your hands off of it, then I don't have to edit that out, and you know, I can just, well, no, I can edit that out, but I don't have to make the decision to keep my fucking hands in there. Oh no. It was so upsetting, but you know, we live and we learn. Yeah, so I'm gluing that down. I made a mistake doing this. Don't do this with your bone folder, because I got oil pastels on my bone folder, and so now my bone folder is blue. Well, not anymore, but it was blue, and it might have blue next time too, and I regret that. So learn from that mistake, because the bone folder is important if you make zines. You don't want those to be, see, I wipe it all off. You can see right there. Oh my god. It's just really upsetting. And you can understand why I would be upset, because now my bone folder is blue. It's hard to be me. So yeah, learn from those mistakes. Here, I cut off some of the edges, but I missed the ones on the side. Just so you know. I got the ones on the top, I missed the ones on the side. So if you're just gonna have to accept that about me and this song. I think it was sticky. It was pretty sticky like the whole time. So that was like an issue that I was facing. Here I write my name, August. Sugar. There it is. Exciting. And I'll do like a little spiral, because I love spirals. because like if you think about it, that's the world, that's the universe, that's everything. You know how it is. Normal and regular things to say. And then going with a different blue. Thrilling. This is really exciting. I love this. Actually, I think it's kind of awesome. Songs. I heart songs. That's another shirt that I came up with like an I heart songs. Oh, and then I got this stamp that I made. I put like 3 of those in there. I thought that would be cool. And it is cool. I thought it was fun. And then like a final little look through. Making any changes I want to make at the end, and I did decide I wanted to just make a change, and so I decided that it felt like I was describing Big Bird as a loser, and I don't feel that way, and so I decided that Big Bird is thinking loser, and so maybe he's like thinking about somebody else and he's thinking about how they're a loser, or maybe he thinks himself is a loser, and that's so sad because that means that Big Bird has self-image issues, and that makes me really sad. Oh, and here we go. Here's the flip through. Here's the front. Awesome. Me. Big Bird thinking about loser. My little observation drawings. Bear under mushrooms, and that's the end. And yeah. Bye.